Hey guys, Luna here, and we are back with Hiveswap Friendsim. Last time we did this, we were doing volume 1 of Bloodthirst and Bratsworth, which we did we crash landed on Altaria and we needed much needed help. And we tried to make friends with Altaria Carmen, the noble or semi-noble blue blood, or cerulean blood. Now we're going to try and make companionship with Diemen Xicali. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking face. Perhaps they will make for good friends. Hi, what is up? Okay, so his special thing is talking through hot dogs, so like the little, forgetting the name of the parentheses, and I don't know what the bar is, but are supposed to be the hot horse things. He talks through things. Hang on, sorry, I didn't get a good look at you before I started talking. Guess you're really weird looking, kind of uncomfortable about this. You stammer a reply, eventually conveys that you're a lost traveler who's hungry and probably needs some medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Yeah? I see what your game is. You're not sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift toward the obvious target. That really exquisite hot dog he's holding. It looks really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably. Oh no, I knew it. You're just like all the rest. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Picked out of my 2 other oblong meat products this week already. I know you probably think I'm an easy market due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity issues. You don't know anything about his blood color or why they would matter in this conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't want to cast threatening glances at me. All you really want to do is make new buddies so you don't feel quite so alone in this strange new world. I see. He just wants a friend and not sweet meats. I'm sorry you get a little paranoid when I walk around with such delicacies in public. Can't be too careful. Folks tend to get that greedy when looking there I went around my warm sausage. These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think, but it'd be rude to point that out. Probably best to change the subject to get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Time to say. I'm gonna ask if I can have a bite of the sauce. It looks amazing. Get it. I'm leaving forever. Bye. Disrespect. Leaves me by. Yeah, Amy, I used to, my place was bombed by drones a while ago. Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out. I'm foraging for tasty things like I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friends. You thought you had a rough crash landing. You're hungry and friendless, and come to think of it, feels like your arm's broken. Your ribs too, maybe, but it's enough self-pity. This is about making you great friends. You ask your friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life. Oh wait, are we friends now? Like, is that official? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow it down a bit to see how things go? Not saying I act out of caution, I just think I should take some time to see if you're actually friendship material. Someone I trust, not another looky gun in for my delicacy. Oh damn, you got out over your skids again. Of course, he's right. Totally reasonable. You feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking at or mentioning his hot dog since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You're aggressively not looking at it. In fact, don't think hot dog thoughts, just don't think hot dog thoughts, it's working. You're not thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding up one, and no one ever even brought up the fact hot dogs exist. He seems to notice on some primal level your current non-hot dog mindset, he smiles. You pay close attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually. Very kind, disarming. A new freckle here and there, a mope of messy hair dripping over his eyes. What kind of would be to have, you think? Horrible, really, if you describe the prickly attitude about his hot dog. Oh, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking thoughts about too friendly. We should dial this down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want cool friends, nothing more. I'm trying to spark up some non-meat related conversations soon before things get awkward. I wonder about his house. Got bombs? Yeah, routine drone passed through my hood. Little bombing and little coloring. That's how it goes around here. I was lucky. My Lotus, not so much. He's a goner. Aww, that's sad. You don't know what a loss is. I still don't know the proper pronunciation of this is. I say luscious, but you can probably deduce it is someone important to him. He probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, he decided to play right plays to soak some sympathy. Thanks. I miss him sometimes, I think. I enjoy savory sponge delights as always covering up the food. You're good, though it's hard to stop. My favorite juicy meat before you died anyways. It's something we did together. Did we start talking about hot dog once more, right? Let's drop it, please. You don't bring it up. You can bring it up, but you don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see two faint red tears roll down his cheeks from behind the messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. And you have to console this homeless boy somehow, and he will definitely be your friend. What to do? Since I had gotten to that. Since I already did that. Give him a reassuring hug. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brows upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance and he leans back a little bit, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong? But you know there's no turning back now. You just don't throw the brakes on an immediate heartfelt hug like this. Embrace him awkwardly, and it goes well for a moment until you realize your arm is broken, and he seizes up reflexively in pain. Adjusts the hot dog from his hand, and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can catch the dog, but it's already on the way to the ground. When you attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big dumb butt the moment it makes contact with the ground. Diemen lets out a shriek. My dog! You scrabble up to get it up in time, hoping you're not as owned as it looks, but your feet keep slipping and your butt keeps grinding that dog into the mud. Oh, when the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check that. It's completely unsalvageable. Just as gross and bleeding mud mash. Just like the hot dog never even existed. Diemen howls in agony and stumps backward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad. That's it, man. I lost everything. Not sure what the point is even living anymore. You are absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come during those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself crave with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help feel the sky is being a little unreasonable. Just one hot dog. There are probably plenty more of those to come by. All for those who know where to look in the strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding your fixation of this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. This just means he needs your support as a friend all the more. You won't give up on your friends, or for that matter, people who you're trying to desperately to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him as a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There's no need to wallow himself in incrimination and guilt over the hot dog itself. And Diemen picks up a little. You want me help me get him a hot dog? Absolutely. You could be a fun adventure, you say. we could bond over to bring you two new bodies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true. I don't know, be a long shot. Sometimes it can be days before I reunite with another country, glistening with perspiration, steaming, relaxing, and comfortably in a soft mouthful. Now I really want a hot dog. Guess I really don't have much choice, but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind? It's a good question. I haven't really made a plan yet, since, frankly, don't even know where to begin, but he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. We'll figure something out. We decided to play confidence is called for here. We will show leadership to improve morale. You smile and hold your head up high and tell them to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You got him hooked now, you think. He's probably wondering if you hit Hater to find a new friend with Villa Hot Dog. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog, but you gotta admit, you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by potential friends. We don't do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk this social game a bit for all it's worth. By the way, this way, you say as you begin marching confidently in your direction, he obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of the journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You limp through the streets and winding yards of strange-looking houses. He follows. He takes care to make sure you both are not seen, which could get both of you in trouble, apparently. The improvised circuitry route appears to provoke his suspicion. Dude, are you sure you know where the dog is? It seems maybe you're lost. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one, you say. You're just throwing off anyone on the trail who might have been following you. You nod solemnly as if to make perfect sense. You can't keep him guessing like this forever. You gotta do something. Take some bold action to keep an interest in his new quest. You say it this way, down here. You show credit to the hot dog supply you've proven to it's the mother load. The sewer? Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. It shouldn't be more than another hour or several sewer trucking. That is, if he still has the will to do what it takes to get his hands on some more juicy dog. Ooh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man. An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer you've lost all bearings and sense of directions. You could be anywhere right now, and you've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. You can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't live up to the fact that you're doing now as anything other than the most casual routine for you. Like, you do this every day. There's a quick jaunt through the sewer to end up with a vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this is all self-convincing. So, you're in too deep to second-guess yourself now. Hey, gotta admit, you gotta stop and rest. Can't lie, I'm sorry for a heavenly frankfurter, but this might be too much for me. I don't think I cut out for this. You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, stumbling against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see he may have just once pumped a game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy. Yet and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him and, with your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Even little gestures count when making new friends. I just kinda suck. My sister's gone, I don't have any skills. Most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. Probably just gonna get cold. I'm not good for any adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good for is finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Like talking people out that find sausages using tricks or ploys that end up losing new friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually want to do anything nice for me or want me to have that sweet, sweet meat I desire. At least unthinkable until now. My heart begins to race. Could it be? Is this shitty improvised super escape escapade actually working. You can't believe it. Nobody's ever done so much or worked so hard to try and get my hands on another magnificent banger. I'm sorry I'm being so emotional, but like this is new for me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'll be here to call you my friend, man, whenever you are. You have a joy. Unbelievable. It's almost too good to be true. But now, it's such a sudden turn of good fortune you hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time you did that didn't go well, but this time he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile, so maybe this is your moment. Wait. What's this? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through. Oh shit, they found us! It's a drone, dude. Gotta be like, guess on like super duty. Gotta run! He gets up, grabs your hand, and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that, and rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something and you both tumble into a river of horrifying sludge. Oh, can't someone help? Your bad arm finds pressures on the ledge and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the thick muck of the other arm. He gasps and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder and shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own and follow him. He bursts through the lid on the floor and both of you flop out of the hole, drenched and both smelling horrible and completely exhausted, but at least you're safe, you think. Hey man, just want you to know, even though you didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy at how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I learned so much about myself and about life. Changing his accent to because of you. His bushy hair stuck back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze, presumably pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. If something catches your eye just above them, and then dangling. Lots of dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold and freezing in bags. You realize, holy shit, you're in a weird alien meat outfit. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products and including many sausages, thousands of them, begin to sob. Your sobbing soon turns under shade, wailing raw carcasses. You join in, the tears flow freely from you both. Embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you. Oh, this is far the happiest day of your life. Meet heaven! Huzzah! And finally just to see a friendly thing of giving him a friendly pat on the back instead of a hug. You keep it simple and pat him on the back a couple times. Everything's gonna be okay. Since you're his new friend, or at least working to earn that status, he has a new ally to help him with whatever comes his way. He wipes his tears and appears to get himself back together. Your friendly gesture works. You're right, I shouldn't let the capacity get down. In a way, I'm free. I'm off the grid. They probably think I died. No need to worry about knocks on my door because I don't have a door anymore. Maybe come up off the land for the rest of my life. Scrounging for scrumptious indulgence wherever I may find them. By rummaging through official John's smooth talking like the right mark. Sounds like the life, honestly. Oh, miss my luck like this, of course. But I think you'll be proud of me. If I can make it without him, if I can survive on my own, I'll really be proud. Maybe I don't even need to leave this planet. Maybe I can avoid taking ODOs altogether. Can't test, you can't find. If I play my cards right, I can probably live to the ripe old age on this planet without getting caught. I like hiding in alleys and sewers, scraping together just enough succulent protein to keep myself going. Honestly, I don't even need to get by that long. I have so much, since I have a much shorter lifespan than most trolls, so I think I might be able to make this work. You look confused at this last remark, but again, don't want to be impolite. He holds up a hand with you. He holds up a hand as if to tell you not to bother. I tell you not from here, it's okay. Fast bloods don't live a long time. Blood classes higher than you live progressively longer the higher you go up. Sea dwellers basically live forever. It's kind of crazy and seems unfair, but that's how it is. I'll be jealous of them, but I think I'm not. I'm almost grateful I don't have very long to make in this world. I don't know what I'll do if I have longer. I'm happy to settle into a nice short ride, keep a low profile, taken some good meat along the way. Nothing wrong with that line, if you ask me. I understand. It seems like a tragic story, but if your friend has made peace with his destiny, might as well too. You offer a sympathetic shrug and continue your impressive streak of consecutive seconds not looking at your object at all. He smiles again. He seems to be relaxing, gripping the dog a little less tightly on his bit. No, I get it listening. Not many people understand me at all. A lot of people find my overly possessive attitude toward me delights to be strange and off-putting. Heard this more than once and lost some friends that way. Ooh. I think there's some personal past traumas I do not want to think about, let me tell you, but you're different. Maybe you want me to put at ease because it's obvious you're even lower than me? No offense, but you are. Jones would vaporize upon the scoof like you, no question to ask. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that to scare you. You laugh it off. Not scared, you'd say. You survived worse. You pat your broken ribs and wince. You clench your sore ribs with that broken arm and it hurts even harder because of that. Oh man, it looks like that arm hurts, huh? It's broken. Let's see what we can do about that. Oh, here, hold this for a second. He hands you his hot dog without hesitation. Oh wow, he wants you to hold it. This is a remarkable gesture of trust. You're overwhelmed. You gingerly take the hot dog with your good arm, being very careful. You hold the hot dog from beneath your fingertips as if it's a priceless treasure. He takes off his vest and wraps, puts it on the ground, and takes off the shirt. You avert your eyes for a moment, then realize that's silly. Nothing particularly indecent about this, you suppose, if he's comfortable, so are you. He then puts his vest back on and takes the dog back and hands you the shirt. Here, make a thing out of it. That should help. He's right. It does help. Your broken arm is a lot more comfortable and secure. This shirt smells like meat too. You can't tell if you think that's a bonus or if it's weird. You decide it's a bonus. This is your new friend. He loves meat, so do you. It's your greatest common interest. Nice. I think it'd make a pretty good team. I don't know if I'm ready to officially call you my friend yet, but you'd be pretty close. Pushing all the right buttons, man. Just think someone who listens and understands. No idea how that comes to me. You're so happy to hear this. It makes your heart sing. Well, if you're keeping it totally real, some of these things he's saying are just a little strange. Like, maybe this boy wasn't really socialized properly by his buses, I guess. You think that might be his dad, but again, you don't dare ask. Not when his positive feelings are flowing like this. Like the mood. Gets a little close and he swoops a hand through his thick black veins. For the briefest moment, he catches a glimpse of one of his eyes, regarding the phone. The heart beats a little faster. He puts a hand on your shoulder. You're starting to wonder if at all he's interested in friendship. You really hope that's all he wants. You don't think you're ready for anything more than that. You're desperate for friendship or really companionship of any sort, but it's moving pretty fast for you. But you're too nervous for a year to make your feelings clear in all this. If it goes any further, you're not sure you'll have the words to protest. Listen to this gorgeous new product we love life. I'm thinking, maybe we share it. Oh, he's flushy. It's adorable. I think that sounds pretty good, actually. Man, yes, that sounds wonderful. You're so hungry. You're beside yourself with gratitude that Diemen is willing to share with you something so precious to him. It really means a lot. Here, I have an idea. He brings his face closer to you and holds a hot dog between your faces with both ends of the dog, points his mouth in yours. I'm not sure what he wants you to do. You can't find the breath to ask. It seems like you want to. I was about to say lady in the Tramp style. Yes, if you press on it, your degree attack on is uncomfortably ironic, but you'll have to admit this is a good way to share a food item, whilst ensuring it gets split evenly. You absolutely loathe the idea of letting the friend down. It's completely at odds with your values as a person. You chomp down on your end as the hot dog is as with his end simultaneously. Yeah, this is so good. You take another bite, and he times this bite perfectly. He's eagerly good at this game. It's throwing you off your chewing a bit, which makes you cough a little when you swallow. But you don't feel like you can pause with the breaking and eating rhythm with him. Might be what a bad friend would do. You're going without really quite swallowing as you go. Then immediately closes his face, which is creating an even situation aren't sure how you're going to handle. You have been planned for it and it's coming up fast. The hot dog with backlog collecting in your throat is getting a bit heavy, so you try and swallow but you can't. You gag and cough up all the chewed hot dog. Oh no, exploding into his face. Oh no! Yurikori is absolutely stunned. His bangs are blown back and he's staring at you with wide eyes. Hot dog bun gets all over his face. He says nothing for a moment, then puts his hand to his throat. Oh fuck, he's choking! He points to his mouth desperately and you need to do something. I'm like, of course. That's what you need to do. You need to save your friend's life. Get behind him and put your good arm around his belly and form a fist. You pump the fist under his ribs and trying to dislodge his manufactured delicacy. It's no use. You can't get any leverage. You need your other arm. It really hurts though. You have to make a sacrifice for your friend. Yes, a friend who may have just tried to trick you into kissing him with a silly hot dog scent. You're not sure how you'll navigate that tricky subject once he's breathing again, but you'll have to deal with that later. Right now you have to have a life to save. You grab your broken arm from Alistair and grab your other fist in front of his belly and squeeze. Well, you try, and his face is turning, well, not blue. Deep red? You guess this because his blood is rust colored. Sure, that makes sense. You yank one more time and break your arm down your hand. A huge glob of chewing hot dog launches out of his mouth like a cannonball. The expulsion creates enough force to the other direction and causes you to actually lift him up into the air and actually suplex him into the mud before you. You in turn go tumbling over him, and the two of you are soon locked into an inseparable peal of interspecies downhill mayhem. You roll and roll down the grassy incline toward a nearby neighborhood tourist street. Luckily, you stop right short of the street, but Damien's neck lands on the sharp edge of the curve, and after flipping in the air once or twice, you can... Oh, you hear it down the crack of his face. Diemen, stop his trigger. No response, he's not breathing. You check his mouth, throat is clear of blood. Like, oh god, this can't have you happening. You look around, panic. This isn't what you need right now. All you wanted to be a friend. You can't be held responsible for an alien murder. You have to hide the body. You see a couple kids creeping out of nearby houses to see what the commotion is. There's no time. Oh, you gotta find a bush or something. There, over there. Looks like a little alien bushy thingy. It's pretty small, but it'll have to do. Drag the vested, shirtless carcass over the bush. Dump the body in the bush. It's really not convincing. It looks like a dead kid was unceremoniously dropped on top of the small bush in a poor attempt to conceal a murder. You got to come up with something better. Wait a minute, someone is standing behind you. Hello, stranger. Don't worry about this little mess you made. I'll take care of it for you. You killed him. Gasp. And that's the end of our Friendsim. Have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. May the stars forever guide your path, forever it might lead you into the future. Bye-bye.